Hello there and welcome to the Mobile Academy. And if you want to become a job ready Flutter developer, make sure to check out the courses on my website mobileacademy.io. Here you will find all of the courses related to the Flutter development. You will find the professional course as well as the basic course related to the Flutter. You can also find some of the free courses over here if you want to just go and try it out, or if you are just a beginner on the Flutter and then the React Native, you can also find the free course over here. And if you would like to be a full stack developer, we also have the course related to the full stack developer, related to the Node.js, Express, MongoDB, as well as the Flutter over here. And if you would like to join the Flutter bootcamp, there is also a bootcamp course over here. So make sure to go and check out the course over here. There are free and then they paid course. And if you want to be a job ready Flutter developer, this is the course that you want to take. So see you guys on the next lesson. Till then, have a great day.
Yeah, hello there and welcome back, and let us continue with our lesson over here. And this is the Flutter clean architecture with the Riverpod project over here. We will be building a Flutter application using the clean architecture with the Flutter Riverpod over here. And this is not a beginner course, so if you are a complete beginner, or if you are not familiar with the Flutter as well as the Riverpod over here, then this course is not for you. So this is really not a beginner friendly course, and if you want to learn some basic concept, make sure to go and check out my other courses over here, and you should be good to go with that one. But for this particular course, it is required to have some Flutter development experience, maybe a 6 months, 1 year, or even more than that would be good. And also the Riverpod, or the knowledge of the Riverpod is required. And if you are not sure about how to use the Flutter Riverpod, make sure to go and check out my course on that one. I have a full course regarding the Flutter Riverpod as well. And that's just the thing that you have to know about this. That is the prerequisite for this particular course. So let us get started, and welcome to the Flutter clean architecture course with the Flutter Riverpod. So let's meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day. And the next thing that we will do over here is we'll handle the error in our service cloud or the application layer. And previously we handled our error in the repository class. Now let's go to the application over here, and we need to handle that particular error as well over here. We are just rethrowing over here. So if we go back to the pub.dev, we will be using this particular the package over here, which is of the multiple type over here. So let's just go to the installation over here, and I'll just go and copy this one from here. And let me just go and copy it, and let's just go to the pubspec.yaml file and add it over here. And let's just go and add the link to that particular the package over here. And let's go back to the documentation over here, and let's try to read the result package for the Dart inspired by the work of the Dart-Z either and the Kotlin shield class. So basically, if you are familiar with the Kotlin shield class, and that's quite similar over here, or the union type in the TypeScript if you have ever used the TypeScript. So just go and read this particular documentation. Later I will try to show you how we can actually use this one. We'll be using the error success and then the error, so it will be much more easier for us to give a type of like whether we are returning the success or the error, and we can easily get the success on the error in our controller later. You can obviously go and create your own class to handle all of this, like you can create the union type or use the shield class and all of the stuff, but it is much more easier to go and use the already existing package. And let's just go and get started with the package that we have installed over here. Let me go to the login first of all. So let's go to the login feature application over here, and in the interface, what we will do over here, currently it's returning the bool. We'll return the
result over here, and then the type will be of the success and then the failure. So this is the success will be of the bool, and then the error will be of the failure. So let's just go and import both of this class over here. Let me just go and import the result from the multiple result set as well. So now what we need to do is we need to grab this, and we need to change the function over here, or the method signature, and that, okay, so this is of the login, I guess, right? So we need to import this one as well. So let's just go and import, and over here we need to import as well. And now here we get an error. So what we need to do is here, what I'm going to try to get is the result, or I'll just, because we are not getting or accessing anything from the result, let's just go and wait here, and I'll just make use of the const and the success, and in the success I'm just going to return the true from here if there is no error, and if there is an error, so what I need to do is I need to catch one more that will be of the on the failure. Since we are returning the failure from the repository, let us go and catch that particular failure that is going to return us from the repository. And here we are just going to return the error, and with the e over here as well, and let's just go and add it over here as the catch, the type e, and we'll just go and return our error class over here. Let's just go and return the error, and in the error we'll return our failure over here, and we'll just go and add this particular information over here. So let's just go and grab that, and if you want to catch the exception as well, as just type the s, and here we also can provide the stack trace, and just pass in the stack trace as the s over here. This is the error, and this is the stack trace that we're actually catching over here. So that should be pretty good. So unexpected error, please try again later. Or you want to just go and grab this particular error message, and you can also try to put it over here as well. So let's just go and say the e dot the to a string. That should be fine, and I guess that should be fine, right? And now we have the error somewhere as well. So let's just go and remove this one, so that is not required anymore. And once we are good with that, so now you can see that this is actually returning the type is of the result, either a bool which is of the success, or either the failure which is on the error. So on the success we are returning a true, and in the failure we are returning the error that is actually coming from the result or the multiple result that we have just installed that particular package over here. And let's go back to the state now, and I guess in the controller, so in the controller we are actually setting the attribute as the bool. So what I need to do is, once we logging, this is the response. So we are not actually getting the response now. Let's say result result that we are actually getting, and what I need to do is result now has the okay, so this is giving us some error over here, ref. So let me try to see what went wrong over here. Actually ref dot the read should be fine over there. So this is of the await result dot the when over here. Okay, so that should be fine. It's not the error actually over here. So we have the when there is an error, when there is a success, and when there is an error. So these are the two that we can catch over here. So this will be of the success over here. This is once we have the success, or you can just make use of the arrow function over here as well. And this is when you have the error, right? So this is once you have the failure or the error over here. Let me just autocomplete that. And okay, so let's just give this one as the success or the failure. And now what I can do is, previously what we were doing actually is we are actually catching this. So loading is of the false, and then the error message is of the failure dot the message that we're actually grabbing, or the error dot the message that we're actually grabbing. And once there was a success, we are actually updating this one. So let's just go and grab this, and I'll just cut this section, and I'll go to the success, and let's just go and paste it over there as well. So this login success will be of the success. This is actually a true and false over here. So now you can just go and say this is of the. And also what we will do over here is we'll just grab this section, and let's just move this one to the here, right? So once there is a success, we will move that one over here. Okay, so I guess I just did something wrong over here. So this one should be moved up. Okay, that's not what I want to do. I need to move this one, right? So just go and cut this section, and I'll just go and paste it over here. So let me just try to arrange the proper intent over here, and this will be of the success, right? So let's just go and say this is of the success over here. That's cool. And now you can either leave this one. So if you want to just keep that particular try catch block over here, that's perfectly fine. But if you don't want to keep that, it's also fine. So you can just go and remove that, either keep it or remove it depending on your use cases over here. If you think that there is going to be some error over here, like handling accessing this particular map value over here, and if you are going to catch that as well, so just wrap this with the catch as well. That will be pretty good over here. So once we have all of this implemented, we are good to go. So let's try to go and restart our application, and let's try to open up our application over here, and let's try to go and log in with the Richard at the gmail.com, and then maybe your password, something like let's just try to keep a password, and let's try to log in over here. So now you can see unauthorized, please try again later, right? So that is the message we are actually getting. That's pretty cool. So now we don't get all of those particular errors, and now we have perfectly handled that particular error case. So if we go back to the let's go to the data layer in the repository, and that is actually handled from the master.to exception. And if you go to the console log over here, you'll see that we are getting 401, and that is of the status code over here. And if you go to status code that we have defined somewhere, right? So let's just go to the common, and then the du exception mapper over here, and that is of the actually the bad request over here, right? So if you go to the bad request, and the bad request, we are actually grabbing all of the status code over here. This is the status code of the 401, and unauthorized, please try again later, or you want to just keep some specific message, that's also perfectly fine depending on your requirement over there. And I guess that looks pretty cool over here. The message is generalized over here, like 4041. This is only the unauthorized over here. And depending on your project requirements, some require to be a specific error message, some requires like you just keep a general message, like they don't want to be more specific on the error because of the security, like they don't want to expose whether there was an email error, password error. So that may also give some kind of the general message to the attacker, like okay, so the password is not correct or the email is incorrect, so they may try a different one, right? So some prefer to have the general type of the message on all of those over here in the production server. In the dev server, it's perfectly fine to give you a exact error message that is required for the development, because we need to know what's going on and what went wrong. But on the production server, it's generally a good security practice to keep the error message as general. We don't want to have been exposing like email is incorrect, password is incorrect, and all of those information. That depend on your team or your project requirement, all of the stuff. So that's up to you, right? So I guess that should be what we will be doing over here. And now we have the one more layer implemented, the error handling, which is on the application layer over here. and I'll go and do the same thing for the rest of the feature that we have. Let's go to the sign up. I'll go to here and I'm going to add this one as the result result from the multiple result set, and one is of the success and another one is of the failure class that I need to provide. And let's just close it over here, and let's just copy this one from here, and we can go back to our sign up service and provide it over here as well. And let's just go and import the package over here, and one is of the failure and one should be of the result over here. And now what I need to do is, if you can remember, I need to return a success which will be of the model that we have over here. And for the error, what we need to do is, let's just go and catch, or let's just go and grab that one from the login service, I guess, right? So let's just close all of this, and let me just go and grab it from here instead of going and writing it one more time. So just copy everything from here and I'll just go and paste it over here. It's not the good to just copy and paste all of those codes. If you are a beginner and if you type writing or practice writing, that will be much more better, because it goes inside your head what's going on, and since instead of just copying and pasting the code, that's a pretty bad practice over here. So let's just go and copy the same thing, I guess. And okay, so I have some error, so I need to fix that as well. And here, right, so that is what we have. So we have a simple try catch block over here, and once we have the result, what I can do is a result that we have dot the when condition, and in the when we have the success. One is of the, we get the success, right, and another one is we get the error. So one is of the success and another one is of the error or the failure over here. And let me just close it over here. So now this is on the success, so let's just go and grab that and paste it over here. And this will be of the sign up model, so this is of the success, and then this will be of the success as well. So you can change the name, give a different prompts name to that particular parameter. And this is for the error, so I'll just go and catch that particular error and provide it over here, so it will be much more easier. And here it's not the it should be of the failure and the two messages that we want to grab over here. And okay, so this is on the success, this is on the failure, and we also have the catch general catch error. And if you think that's not required, so you may remove that, but I think it's good to keep it over here since we have some access to our map value. So in case of the naming or the image error, or if you put it wrong name over here, like the name or the names over here, and it's going to cause an error, so it's better to catch that one as well over here. So let's move on to the sign up, and we have done that. Login and the sign up is completely done. Next is we will go to the forget password, and in the forget password we need to do the same thing over here, which will be returning the as the result from the multiple result, and this will be of the success and then the failure. So success, let's just go and import that over here. That's pretty cool. Let's just go and copy this one from here, copy it, and I will just go and paste it over here as well. Just paste it, and now let's import the dependency that we require over here. Let's import that. Okay, so I imported that, and now I need to import this, and here we need to do the same thing. So I need to send this information back, so let's just go and say the success over here, and then the success will be of this one, right? So let's just go and close it over here. And on error, what I can do is, instead of going and writing that again, I think I'll just go and copy it from here, and let's just go and provide it over here. So let's just go and paste that one. Okay, so I got some error, so that may be something wrong over here. Okay, and let's try to format this particular the document or the file. Okay, that looks perfectly fine, and let's go to the controller now. And I guess you know the drill what we have to do over here. So let's just go and make this one as the what we have is the result, the result dot the when over here, right? And we have the success and then the failure. That's pretty good auto completion over here. It knows now what we want to do over here. That's pretty cool. So let's just go and copy that and paste it to the success layer. If there is a success, we will provide that, and this is not the result, this will be of the success that we are actually grabbing, and this is the error state that we want to provide here as well. Okay, so that looks perfectly fine. Loading is false and error is the failure dot the message. That's good. So I guess that's all over here, and let's try to restart and let's see if we got any error. So application got started, and let's open up our project over here. That's look completely fine, and let's go to the sign up over here, and we can just go and try to sign up. And okay, it's look fine, and you can just go and play around and see if the error handling that we have defined is working fine in your application. But I guess it should be fine since we just tested one of the login errors. So if I try to go and say the Richard, and it should be of the something like the at the test.com, and I'll just go and say the let's give some password over here, and let's try to log in over here. Okay, so unauthorized, please try again later. So that's perfectly fine. So you may want to customize the message over here or give some different design to that particular the snack bar. That's completely fine. So I guess that's all for this particular lesson, and we will meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day.